based on what we just heard, June of 2021, it sounds very different, very similar, I should say, not different at all from what Trump was saying in November of 2020. He hasn't changed at all. It's the same old, same old.
Yeah, I mean, this is not really the Rolling Stones' greatest hits. This is more like Spinal Tap. Donald Trump is not just peddling the big lie and recycling the same lines over and over again. He's attacking Dr. Anthony Fauci and so on. Wolf, at one point during this event on Saturday night, he referred to the 2020 election as the crime of the century. It would have been the crime of the century had he been successful in overturning the election results. And so, you know, at every turn, he is just pulling the wool over the eyes of the folks on the stage there with him in North Carolina and in the audience. And as long as Donald Trump stays on the road, Trumpism stays alive, and it's dangerous for the country.
It's very dangerous for the country because there are a lot of people who actually believe this stuff.
They believe it, Wolf, and I will remind you, because you and I have been through this journey together. You know, when Donald Trump referred to the press as the enemy of the people, he did it over and over and over again. It got to the point where a deranged Trump supporter was sending pipe bombs to CNN in the mail and to other people around the country. When he was referring to immigrants as being part of an invasion, there were mass shooters whose manifestos referred to immigrants as being part of an invasion. We had the January 6th insurrection, and now you have Trump out on the road once again because he hasn't been pushed to the side by his party, again repeating these same dangerous lies. And, Wolf, I think there's a very strong chance that we may see more political violence in this country stoked and incited by this president. He's done it before. It looks like he may do it again.
And it looks like, based on what we're hearing from him and his supporters, it's only just beginning. These rallies, these statements, these speeches, it's going to continue to go on.
It is going to continue to go on. And I will tell you, I talked to a former Trump advisor about this earlier today, who said one of the reasons why Trump is able to do this and get out on the road and spread these lies and hostility and hatred is because there have been no consequences for him, Wolf. Why have there been no consequences for Donald Trump, you know, calling the state of Georgia and trying to get 11,000 votes out of the state of Georgia? Why has he been able to get away with strong-arming his own vice president and inciting an insurrection up on Capitol Hill that resulted in the deaths of a handful of good Americans? As long as he remains out on the road and remains in a position where he can spread these big lies, I think there's the potential for more political violence in this country. And it just goes against, as you know, Wolf, everything that this country stands for. We pride ourselves on not having this kind of political violence in this country. But as long as Trump remains on the stage, it remains a strong possibility.
You would think some people close to him would tell him,
they're not
stop doing this. This is really, really dangerous.
Because I think they're making a buck off of it, Wolf. And I think that's just a sad commentary on where things stand right now.
Yeah, it's very sad indeed. Jim Acosta, thank you very, very much. Coming up.